playful swing at him. Why does it have to be a her? I'm picturing a studly dude named Sven with muscles on top of his muscles. Over his shoulder, Nick rolled his eyes at her. It doesn't have to be a her. It has to be someone who can put up with you. Even though he was absolutely right, she'd never tell him so. You're skating on thin ice, my friend. She followed him up one freezer aisle and down another, until he stopped the cart in front of a mind-boggling selection of chicken nuggets. I wonder if Shelby would be up for a career change. Laughing, Nick put his arm around Sam. We could certainly ask her. She won't want to do it. She has a booming business. You never know. It's certainly worth asking. Maybe she knows someone who'd be interested. We're really doing this? Let's ask around and see what transpires. You're sure this she of yours will know what chicken to buy? Nick opened the freezer door and withdrew a bag of breast tenders, studied them, and put them back. She can't screw it up any worse than we are. That's for sure. Sam's cell phone rang. Saved by the bell. He frowned at her. Their rare day off together had taken a tremendous amount of schedule juggling to pull off, and she hoped this call wouldn't ruin their plans. They'd even declined the standing invite to Sunday dinner at the Leesburg, Virginia home of his adopted parents, retired Senator Graham O'Connor and his wife Lane. Sam flipped open the phone. Holland. While Sam took the call, Nick studied the chicken tender options. He'd been nervous about Scotty's pending arrival for days now. The 3-week visit was a trial run for all of them. The boy Nick had met at a campaign stop at a Virginia home for children in Richmond had become their close friend. When Nick asked him to come live with them permanently, Scotty's hesitation had surprised him. With hindsight, Nick could understand the 12-year-old boy's reluctance to leave the place that had become home to him. He'd been elated when Scotty mentioned a baseball camp in the district and suggested he might stay with them while he attended. Nick wanted everything to be perfect for all of them. Thus, the knot of fear he'd been carrying around. Nothing about their life was ever perfect. Most of the time, it was a bloody circus, literally, with Sam hunting down murderers while he campaigned for re-election. They were lucky to get 10 uninterrupted minutes together on a regular day. What business did they have bringing a child into that madness? But what choice did they have? He'd become essential to them, and now Nick could only hope they'd become essential to him, too. What's the matter? Sam asked. Nick dragged his eyes from the chicken nuggets and turned to her. Was that work? She shook her head. Tracy had another huge fight with Brooke. Sam's sister had been locked in World War III with her teenage daughter for months now. It keeps getting worse. That's tough. Trace is a mess. She reached up to caress his face. What has you looking so troubled? I was thinking about Scotty. What about him? What if this visit is a disaster? What if we blow our only chance with him? Sam stepped closer, placed her hands on his shoulders, and looked up at him with potent blue eyes. It won't be a disaster. It'll be reality. He needs to see what our life is like. The good, the bad, the ugly. There's no sense sugarcoating it. If he comes to live with us, he needs to know what he'd be getting. He needs to know who he'd be getting. Amused and touched by her efforts to bolster his spirits, he said, and who would he be getting? 2 people who'd love him and care for him and support him. Always. You're right. Of course you're right. I usually am, she said with a cocky grin that made him laugh. I refuse to dignify that with a response for fear of hearing about it for the rest of my life. Reaching into the freezer, he grabbed a bag of breast tenders and tossed it into the carriage. Let's hope we got something he'll eat. If all else fails, there's always his favorite, spaghetti. Even we can't screw that up.